Hey everyone, welcome back, another Poem Master video, and today we're going to talk, I guess, a bit about the second anniversary units. This is my first, I guess, video, trying to guess what the second anniversary units are. Well, not second anniversary, 2.5 year. 2.5, not 2. So, we saw what they did yesterday. They accidentally posted the theme of the second year anniversary. If you guys haven't seen, I did a video on it, right? Basically, it's called Friendiversary. That's a TLDR on the theme or name, I guess, of the 2.5 year. I keep on trying to say second for some reason. 2.5 year anniversary. So it's called Friendiversary, which I know, incredibly silly name, but what can you do? Anyways, it's called Friendiversary, and that does bring us our first clue for what the 2.5 year anniversary units could potentially be, and I think that first clue is they have to be friends. I know, right? So there's a few possibilities when you think of friends. I think the first glaring one would be Leon and Raihan, and here's why I think it's a glaring one, right? Here's the deal. Leon has to come back next month. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts. I don't care if you don't like. Look, I personally don't like. I'm not a huge Leon fan, whatever, right? But I don't care if you like Leon. If you don't like Leon, if you're annoyed by how many ults he has to come back. If he doesn't, everyone is screwed. Again, if you don't like Leon, and he doesn't come back next month, you're screwed as well. Reason being, if Leon doesn't come back during the 2.5 year anniversary, that would mark more than 1 year a Master Fair has reran. That doesn't mean, that not only means Leon will take more than a year to rerun, right? Also mean Groudon Kyogre will take more than a year to rerun. Cynthia Giratina will take more than a year to rerun. Sinxaluzamine will take more than a year to rerun. The 2-year anniversary units, right? Annie and Annie Lily, Annie Steven. If you missed out on those, you are screwed. So everyone has to be hoping to God, and Yu Sasaki and Tetsuya Iguchi, that we get Leon back next month. And the obvious thing they could do over there is give him a, just rerunning, not like a new Leon unit, just like rerunning the Master Fair Leon and giving him the G-Max Charizard. Because obviously that's his signature. His signature isn't Charizard, it's G-Max Charizard, right? That's the whole thing with Galar, all that stuff. So what they could do is rerun Leon, introduce the new mechanic to, Gigantamax existing units, right? Have Leon be the first one to do that because he's Leon, right? And then we can maybe get an anniversary version of Raihan. Because the thing is, with the name Friendiversary, very, very likely, the anniversary will not be new characters. It's probably going to be anniversary versions of existing characters, right? Also, no one cares about the new characters. I won't say no one cares, but like in general, the characters that are not in the game at the moment, people generally do not care about. We did that poll before, right? In terms of, who is the most popular, character that's not in the game yet. And then number one was Colorus, who is like, Colorus is not an anniversary level character. He's not even the main villain in his own, like, region story. Like, he's like a second tier, like, villain, not even a leader, whatever, right? Etc. etc. And then like number two was like, I think it was like Victor or something, right? Which is what, only the last protagonist that's not in the game yet. So I do think a real possibility could be they give us an anniversary Raihan, right? Give us an anniversary Raihan and then rerun Leon with G-Max, or a way to G-Max is his Charizard, right? And maybe introduce a mechanic for G-Max or D-Maxing, previous characters, right? Maybe, you have to beat the stage, obtain these items, and then you could then G-Max or Dynamax, your previous character's Pokemon that can G-Max, D-Max, obviously, right? So maybe that could be a possibility. That's my first I guess possibility when thinking of that. The second one being, and this sounds like copium again, because I've hoped for this to happen for many times, and it has not happened, and that being Wallace, Champion Wallace again, right? So reason being, if you look at another pair of very good friends, right? Wallace and Steven, obviously, right? They are so good friends that Steven left the champion position to him, to his good friend Wallace, while he went out wildin'. So here's a few reasons why this is also possible. First of all, Wallace straight up has a champion version of himself, right? In Emerald, he was the champion of Elite Four, Pokemon League in Emerald. This version is not Champion Wallace. This version is simply Gym Leader Wallace, right? If you look at the theme skills, it's just Gym Leader Wallace, right? And that, we could still get a champion version of Wallace, and more importantly, we haven't gotten a new champion stadium in a long time, right? Last one was Alola, and it's been a while since we've gotten a new set of champion stadium runs, right? And we just went through Kanto, Johto, Unova, and this month's Alola, right? So after this month Alola, we just went through another cycle of each one of the regions for Champion Stadium. So it'd be perfect time to introduce a new set. This one obviously being Hoenn. Hoenn, you have everyone else in here, right? You have Steven already, you have Sydney, you have Phoebe, you have Glacia, you have Drake, right? You're only missing Champion Wallace. You introduce Champion Wallace, great friend of Steven's, throw in the Hoenn Champion Stadium, boom, good to go, right? If you want to look at any other regions that haven't had their that haven't had the Champion Stadium in there yet, right? Sinnoh doesn't have it, but Sinnoh also doesn't have a lot of Elite Fours in there, so we can't have Sinnoh, right? Kalos, we're missing Drasna and Malva, right? So we can't have Kalos either. And then the other one would be Galar, which I don't even know how they would implement Galar, honestly. So, yeah, that's another possibility. Again, if they are going to give us anniversary characters, they're probably going to be alts. Being alts, they would probably be from more popular characters, right? Which is why something like a anniversary Fantina is not going to happen. It's going to be from popular characters. Most of the popular characters are either A, pro tags, B, champions are very popular, and C, rivals, generally very popular as well, and sometimes villain leaders. But again, villain leaders mostly, as we've been seeing, have been coming from story events, right? From the villain arc, so we'll maybe take that one out. So let's look at some champions, I guess, in terms of, oh, we can't filter by theme skill? That sucks. Anyways, I'll just go into my account then. Alright. Let's see. Which champions do we not have with, not type? Not trainer group. There we go. Who doesn't have, alts yet? Blue obviously already has them, right? Dad has an alt. She is her own alt. He has multiple alts. He doesn't have an alt. This guy has multiple alts. She just got an alt, right? He has one alt, and then yeah, he has multiple alts. So if you're looking at the champions, right? The two that I would almost say 100% aren't getting one is going to be Steven, because you just got one last anniversary, right? Cynthia, because literally her alt banner is still up right now, and Leon, because we just got one very recently as well. Diantha was also semi-recent. right? I think there's maybe a possibility for Anniversary Diantha, but it was kind of recent too. Probably not Iris either, since we got an Iris last year, right? It was literally this one, right? But she doesn't have like a champion alt, so I guess maybe that is a bit of a possibility. Alder is a possibility, but I don't think people, like, he's probably one of the, you know, lesser popular champions, right? Alder, so like maybe not during an anniversary. And that leaves us with I guess Lance. I think Lance has a very, very nice possibility of getting an anniversary alt, right? Lance is, well, A, pretty popular. And B, his last alt was New Year's 2021, which was a very, very long time. So I could potentially see something like either Lance or Diantha, maybe. I think those two are relatively likely. And what else? If we look at, I guess, rivals, what options do we have with rivals? End's not happening. We just got an End last anniversary. Marnie's not happening. We just got a Marnie this month. Right? Blue, we just got a Blue. So, looking at some of these possibilities, I could see Wally being a possibility. Wally's very, very popular, and he only has one version of him, right? Gladian's another one to complete the Aether family trio, right? Gladian also very popular. Gladian, Wally, I see are both big possibilities. Maybe Hop? Maybe Hop will get a summonable version of Hop, right? And what else? Maybe Barry. Although Barry's not like super popular. Silver is pretty popular though. But I do see them maybe saving like a silver alt for the Johto villain arc rather than like right now. How? I don't know. I don't think people like Hollow that much, unfortunately. No, I like him. He's fine. He's pretty. Hollow is savage, bro. If you read his lines in All Sun and Moon, oh my god. Anyways, Lear is the other one, because if you look at the title, it says Passio Friendiversary. Well, that has two words in it, obviously. One being Friendiversary and the other one being Passio. The most obvious reading of it is, well, they're just having a Friendiversary on Passio. It could be anyone on Passio, right? The other reading of it, which is a bit of a stretch, would just be like Passio characters, and you know, Lear's a Passio character, so maybe Lear. Or maybe they drop like a Paulo, finally drop Paulo and give us another like Paulo arc story. Although it just seems like Paulo's story just really just started. So I don't feel like they're ending that arc anytime soon. So I don't really know about that one, honestly. Anyways, looking at some other trainer groups over here. Like stuff like Battle Facility, Foe, Trial Givers, Gym Leaders generally just aren't that popular enough. There's like one or two like extremely popular gym leaders, but most of them again not super popular. Now let's talk about main characters. I think a very interesting option could be like Sing the Suit Johto protags. Reason being, Johto sucks in this game. And we haven't really had too much out of that, and maybe it's just wishful thinking, but like Lyra talks about her friends a lot. Like a lot. Like I know a lot of characters talk about friends, but like Lyra talks about her friends a lot. Like, you know, I may not look it, but like very, very, very much. The most important thing for a Pokemon I don't know which one it is. I don't know. It's either this one or the summer one. Anyways. Never been so nice to meet you. Please. Let's get some stuff for Johto. Oh my god. I don't want to wait for Johto villain arc. But that could also be a possibility. I mentioned before that I don't feel like they're gonna drop another villain arc during the anniversaries just because it's too close. But then again, it is anniversary, right? And if it is anniversary, I mean they could fit one in, right? If they really, really want to. And also, the thing is, they weirdly dropped the Kanto story right before the anniversary for like what reason, honestly, other than like maybe it's just been too long and it's due for a rerun, which is definitely a possibility, right? 6 months. But the other could be maybe they're just giving everyone a quick, refresher on the Kanto villain arc before they boom hit us with the Johto one right afterwards, which I guess could be a possibility, right? Looking at some of these pro tags, obviously the Sinnoh ones, not very likely. They just came and got their alts. Well, Dawn got her alt. Lucas only just got here. I don't know. Not the pro tags actually haven't gotten too many alts overall, right? Other than like the Kanto guys. Kanto guys have gotten alts ad nauseum. Well, when I say Kanto guys, I mean red and blue, right? Leaf hasn't gotten one after Singsu Leaf, so maybe they'll throw a Leaf alt in there. I don't know. What else could it be? Yeah, it's just like a lot of these just straight up. Like who has alts here? Lyra has an alt. Rosa, Hilda, Hilbert, right? Leaf, Serena, Dawn, Gloria. Like none of the Alolan characters or Alolan pro tags have an alt. And Chris doesn't have one. Brendan doesn't have one. Caleb doesn't have one. Right? I think they could maybe do one with Caleb. Caleb isn't super popular per se, but Greninja is very, very popular. So that could always be a possibility. They could throw out like a big Pokemon and then just throw in like Caleb with it. Big one being again a Greninja, right? Again, obviously very, very popular Pokemon. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what they could potentially do with the Pro Tag because there's just so many possibilities with Pro Tags, right? But yeah, those are, I guess, most of the guesses we could really go for. Again, I don't really expect them giving us new characters. I don't expect Sui characters, right? I mean, it'd be great if they do, but usually they don't add characters from new games into the game until like 8 months or like a year later, right? So yeah, obviously there's still a lot of characters from Galar that are not in the game, a lot of characters from Unova that are not in the game yet, but yeah, and I guess Victor's the other one. I mean, if they are going to introduce a new character at Anniversary, my guess would probably be like Victor, just because he is a pro tag, but like also nothing's really going on right now in terms of that front. So I'd say like more likely I think he'd probably get introduced like Lucas would, right, with the Galarian villain arc. But anyways, that's me with this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed. Just some guesses with the tiny bit of hint that we got yesterday, right? So yeah, if they drop more hints, I could probably minimize, decrease the pool a bit. But if not, then that's all we got right now. Anyways, also people are so impatient, man, about day 1. It's only the 20th. It's still like a week, 2 weeks to go before February ends. Obviously, I have to get it out before February ends, but again, do keep in mind Pokemon Day is on the 27th, right? Pokemon Day is on the 27th. Most likely, they will announce the anniversary stuff on Pokemon Day. Whether they do a Pokemon Presents or not this year, I sure hope they do. I mean, they've done one past few years, so I'd expect there to be a new Pokemon Presents. Obviously not 100%, but I think that's probably when we will be getting the announcement. So no point, waiting every single day at like an hour before reset, look at the game and is there update? Is there update? No. Just calm down a bit. There's still ways to go. So, anyways, that's for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Guys, think of the thumbs down below. Like to the videos for our channel for some more Poem content. I'll see you guys in the next one.